Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Badge Plug, and today I'm gonna be helping you all out with some tips and tricks to fix your jump shot, because it's not just your jump shot that's gonna help you, put the ball in the basket. It doesn't matter what jump shot you have on. It doesn't matter if you have the statistically best jump shot. If you don't do other things, other tips and tricks that I'm gonna give you guys, you're still going to be bricking. And I would say that a lot of you are watching this video because you do need some tips and tricks. So for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm an Elite 2. I've played over like 3,000 part games, and I have like a 93 win percentage, even though I don't think win percentage means that much this year. I'm just saying that for reference before we get into the video. But I know that a lot of people this year are struggling. And even if I give you all the best jump shot and stuff, which, by the way, before we get started with these tips and tricks and stuff, y'all, I have a new best jump shot. And I'm not saying just, oh, it's the best jump shot, this is, to make a video. This jump shot, y'all will see, I love it. This is my favorite jump shot for the whole year. Like, so far, this is better than Dwayne Wade. When I was in love with Dwayne Wade and I gave it to you guys, I green almost every single shot that I take. And I started off using this shot with no meter, so that's why I have on no meter, because it's just been working. But if you guys want me to drop this jump shot, look at that green. It's so nasty. I'm in love with this shot, y'all. Like, I'm infatuated. I'm sorry. I know I'm getting into it, but I'm serious, guys. I promise you, this is my favorite jump shot the whole year. So if you guys want me to give out this jump shot and risk it getting it patched, because if this jump shot gets patched, listen, I'm gonna cry. Because I'm gonna say it right now. You can hold me to it, and I swear, I'm actually having fun playing 2K with this jump shot. I'm serious. That's how good it is. So if y'all want me to give away this jump shot, get this video to 5,000 likes, and I'll drop that jump shot the same exact day. I mean, if it gets like 5,000 likes at 11 p.m., you're gonna have to wait till the next day. But I'm dropping it as soon as I see that it gets 5,000 likes. I'm gonna start working on the video. But listen, guys, the first tip that I'm gonna give y'all, the first tip and trick, is that your jump shot and your timing. Now, this is gonna go and tie into another thing. Don't use 5 different jump shots. Now, I know that 2K goes in and they patch jump shots, even though they say they don't for some reason. I'm not sure why, but you can't be using one jump shot and you go 3 for 5 one game and you switch it. You can't, go 3 for 6 the next game and switch the jump shot. You have to stick to a jump shot, even if it's not statistically the best jump shot or something. If you know how to time it correctly and you're getting those full bars, I would stick with that jump shot. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to a jump shot that's better statistically, like you go to a 2K Labs or you listen to one of my videos and it's better, statistically, but you're still able to time the other jump shot correctly, I would go with the one that you can time correctly better. If you look below my player, you'll see that I had a few cold spots, and I was starting to get cold spots because I had on a statistically one of the best jumpers in the game, but I wasn't able to time it right. Now, I have on an amazing jump shot, and I can time it right almost every single time. Now, I know that there's a lot of different people watching my videos. Some people are adults, some people are kids. If your parents don't want to help you out at all, then there's not much you can do on this. But hey, or if you're an adult and you pay for your own internet, call your internet service provider and see how much it would be to upgrade your speed if you don't have good connection. Sometimes it could just be a few more dollars a month, and that would help out your connection tremendously. And the last thing that's going to tie into your timing is you're going to want to buy a monitor. You're going to want a 24 inch monitor to play 2K on, because if you're playing on like a 50 inch 60 inch plasma TV, your delay and your latency is going to be much higher than if you were playing on a monitor. So if you're a kid and you can't afford a monitor, ask for one for Christmas. It doesn't have to be a super expensive one. I play on a BenQ monitor. I got it for Black Friday 2 years ago, and it was about 150 bucks. Now, you can get monitors on Black Friday for around 100 bucks. That's going to be 1 millisecond delay, and that's going to help you out so much. So I'm sorry that that tip took a long time, but there was a lot that ties into your timing and your jump shot. So the next tip that is extremely important is you guys want to set up your shot. If you watch my gameplays, it doesn't matter if the dude's 25 feet from me or if he's 5 feet from me. If I'm going to shoot, I always do a hesitation. I always set my guy up to where his feet are planted. So what you want to do is, if you're running sideways, left, right, doesn't matter, let go of turbo and hit up on the right stick to do the hesitation. Now, like I said in my dribble moves video, yesterday, if you guys seen it, if you guys haven't seen it, I recommend you go watch it, is that you always want to do a hesitation before you shoot. And if you don't want Pro 1 on, which is the really fast hesitation that people are using, like the comp players, to set up their shot, you can just let go of turbo and hit down on the right stick, and your guy will switch hands, and then you can shoot almost immediately. So you don't even have to put on the Pro 1 hesitation. All you have to do is, no matter where you're running, let go of turbo and hit down on the right stick, and then you'll have a shot almost immediately. You won't have have to wait for your guy to set his feet, like the hesitation, and it won't make you fade away also. So the third tip that I'm going to give you guys, even though almost every tip I give you has some little extra tips inside of that, is that you want to make sure you have on the right shooting badges, especially if your build doesn't get a lot of shooting badges. Now this matters for any player in the game. Even if you're a sharpshooter and you have on 30 shooting badges, you're still going to want to make sure you have on the right things, because just like on every other category, there's badges that no one uses, there's badges that don't even work. So you want to make sure you have on stuff that works first of all, and you want to make sure the stuff that you have on is the most efficient for your gameplay and your play style. So my build is a slashing playmaker. I don't have a super high three-pointer, and I only get 15 shooting badges. Well, in my opinion, you only need 12 shooting badge points in order to have all the things I think you need, the things that you must have on your build. Now if you have less than that, we're going to talk about that in a second, but you want to make sure that you have on quick draw. You want to make sure that you have on green machine. If you don't have more than 6 badge points, those are the ones you're going to want to rock, okay? And I've already made a few videos on shooting badges. I rock green machine, quick draw every time. The ones that I do go in between is either dead eye or difficult shots, because some games I'm playing with people where they're insides or something and I have to take screens, and in some games I'm ISOing, so I'm wanting dead eye. For example, if you're a player that's catch and shooting a lot and you don't have on catch and shoot, then what are you doing? And then the next thing is, if you're a person that sits in the corner for somebody, then you have to know that corner specialist only works up to silver. Silver and Hall of Fame corner specialist by 2K Labs has been proven that it's the same exact thing, and silver is actually better, I think. So you guys want to make sure that you're not wasting those badge points either, because like I said, there's some badges that don't even work. So if you're a catch and shoot player and you're in the corner, you're going to want catch and shoot and corner. If you're a person that's not shooting a lot in the corner but you still catch and shoot, you're going to want catch and shoot on. Now if you take less than 5 jump shots a game, you don't want volume shooter. But if you take over 5 jump shots, like if you play 10 games and you're taking over 5 jump shots in almost every one of those games, you're definitely going to want to rock volume shooter, because no matter what, even if you're missing, that badge is going to make your attribute go up even if you're missing. I just went back in the video and realized that I made a small mistake when I was talking about if you only have a certain amount of shooting badges, like 5 or 6. So let's say you're a lockdown, right, and you only have 6 shooting badges. What I would do is you want to rock quick draw on gold, green machine on silver, and then if you're a catch and shoot player, you're going to want that catch and shoot on. If you're sitting in the corner, you're going to want corner specialist. But let's say you only have 5 shooting badges, you're going to want quick draw on gold, green machine on bronze, and then have catch and shoot or silver depending on your play style. So make sure you guys are playing towards your play style, okay? It depends on who you're playing with and how you play. It doesn't matter what a YouTuber tells you to put on. If you're not playing in that play style, you shouldn't be using those badges. So I just wanted to clarify that real quick, because it does help to have on at least bronze catch and shoot or bronze corner specialist, rather than having, let's say, gold green machine and putting it on silver. You're going to benefit much more off green machine being on silver and still having a catch and shoot or corner specialist attached to your player. I'm going to make more in-depth videos on badges in the future, on badges that you should use and shouldn't use, but until then, we're going to move on to this next tip. And the next one, this is super important. You guys are going to want to make sure when you're playing 2K20 that you're always looking at your stamina, because stamina is very important this year. Even if you have on tireless shooter on Hall of Fame, when you don't have stamina, especially when your bar is blinking red, it makes your shot faster, it'll make your shot slower. It does a bunch of different things, and it also very much lowers your percentage of the shot going in. So especially if you're not rocking tireless shooter, or you're not rocking it on bronze, silver, something like that, because a lot of people say that tireless shooter doesn't really work, and if you do have it on, it doesn't do much to your player. So you guys are going to want to make sure that, let's say there's 12 seconds left in the shot clock and you have a red blinking bar. It doesn't matter what you do, you're probably going to miss that shot, and you don't want to take that shot. You want to reset. Even if you have 8 seconds left in the shot clock, call your center to come back up, have him, grab the ball and then pass it back to you in 3 or 4 seconds after you get your stamina back, because you're not going to make that shot with no stamina. The chances of you making that shot with no stamina versus resetting it, calming down, taking another screen, or doing whatever you got to do to put the ball in the basket is going to help you out so much. So the topic is stamina, but the topic inside of that is you just have to be patient. You have to reset, and if you can, make sure to buy Gatorade. If you're a dribbler, you're definitely going to want to buy Gatorade. You might have to play some My Career games and get those endorsements up and stuff to get that Gatorade, but it's going to help you out a lot. Now, if you're someone who's catching and shooting the ball, you're obviously not going to need Gatorade, but if you're a dribbler, you're definitely going to want it. The last thing that I'm going to give you guys is the shot contest is much different than it was in 2K19. You can be right next to someone, but if their hands are not in your face and stuff, sometimes obviously it will give them a contest, but the shot contest this year is much different. So shoot the ball when you're open. You have to learn when you're open and when you're not. If you have almost any bit of space, you can pull that because that's how 2K20 is. Especially if you have enough badge points to put on Deadeye, the person can be very close to you, and as long as they're not in your face, you can pull that jump shot, and it's going to be like 5%, 6%, like you guys will see in this gameplay that I've been showing you. So if this video helped you out, make sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button. It's your boy Badge Plug. You've been plugged in, and I'm out. Peace. Also, if you have any tips, make sure to comment it down below, and I'm out.